and I did mine on factory farming. I don't know if y'all are aware where the meat y'all are eating is coming from, or like what process it goes through, like where it is coming from. Um, Factory farming doesn't really want us to know exactly what's going on in the company or like the practices they're doing, so they try to close everything off, which is why the animals kept in the factories are never see daylight. They're never really outside. They're born inside and stay there until they're dead. Um, the majority of the meat we consume is produced by agricultural corporations, in other terms, factory farming, which harms our environment, our health, and the animals in there are tortured and eaten. I will be discussing the effects of factory farming on our environment, on our health, and on the animals. We must put an end to factory farming before it puts an end to us, because it's literally hurting us. When you think of a farm, typical, nice, whatever, like supposedly this is how it is. But in reality, this is how it is. The animals are locked in cages. Farm animals are bred and fattened using modern industrial methods. Numerous animals are kept in tight spaces and crates where they are unable to move, not even turn around. They can't really do anything. They're stepping in their own manure, and diseases and bacteria are formed. Just imagine the total amount of waste produced by factory farms in America alone. It's estimated to average 500 million tons of manure. That's 3 times the total amount of human waste produced in the United States. The animal waste may contain influenza or other viruses. Farmers avoid disposing of the waste because it's very pricey. They don't want to waste money on good techniques of getting rid of it. Some methods they do use is washing it away with hoses, which cause it to spread into our water systems and, causing us to be at risk of the diseases. Another way is the manure lagoons, as you can see here. They're right here, and these also spread into other bodies of waters which pollute our water. Manure lagoons contain pollutant ammonia and air pollutant ammonia, water-soluble pollutants, and pathogens which spread to nearby waters. They also cause deforestation. They cut a lot of trees to build these factories, so a lot of the forest animals are also being left without homes. And as you can see here, the animals die, and a lot of bacteria spread, and they stay there for a while, so you really don't know what's going on in the meat you're eating. Our air is also being polluted by the methane and hydrogen sulfide, which are a major cause of global warming. The machinery they use to transport these animals and around the world are also burning fossil fuels, which produce greenhouse gases. So the inhumane practices. The animals in factory farms, including cows, chickens, pigs, and turkeys, are kept in cramped, confined spaces. They never see daylight. Their growth is manipulated. Their health is literally being ignored. They're raised for human consumption. Some of them are the chickens, which, since they are kept in such tight cages, they get very. Just imagine yourself being, inside. You just go crazy, and they start pecking at each other, which is why they start debeaking them at an early age. So they, as you can see here, they're removing the beak of the chicken, so they won't kill each other inside the pen. The pigs suffer from porcine stress syndrome, which they become very depressed and very just sick, and they usually die, and they're usually laying around dead with their other inmates, I guess you can say. They're also detailed because they start eating at each other. They become cannibals, so they just start eating at each other, so they tend to cut their tail off at an early age. The cows are always separated from the mother calf at an early age, and they're fed through machinery. Not even the mother is giving them nutrients, it's a machine. And they're also raped and inseminated by the own farmers to create more cows, and it's not in a natural way. They also walk in their own manure. The workers that work for these factories are also victims because meat packaging is the most dangerous job in America as of now. They're not insured because most of them are illegal immigrants. They take advantage of the workers that are desperate for jobs. They're paid low wages and they're taken advantage of. Studies show that they don't report injuries because they're so afraid of what the company can do to them. So they just stay quiet even if they're getting hurt by their jobs they're doing. They do the same routine over and over again, so it's just closed on there. Yeah. We can put an end to it by making sure we know where our meat's coming from, not being fooled by the factory farms, because they do tend to put fake logos saying, oh, they come from these farms, but it's actually a factory farm where animals are kept hostage. Neither the FDA or the legislator have been able to do something about it. American farm policies and meat processing industries have sacrificed human health for the economic efficiency of industrialized livestock. Studies have shown that doses of antibiotics to animals contributes to strains on antibiotic resistance bacteria in humans, which makes us more vulnerable in becoming sick for longer periods of time. In other terms, these animals are giving antibiotics to prevent them from dying since they're in such bad, they're being treated so badly, and since they're being fed so much antibiotics that a lot of humans are becoming immune, or the bacteria is becoming immune to the antibiotics we're being given. These antibiotics are used for three things: to prevent illness in animals, to prevent diseases, and to increase the growth. Antibiotics used in animals can be transferred to us via food, human contact with livestock, and the environment. What we can do is we can petition to the FDA by specifying a specific request. Don't support factory farming by not buying their products, finding alternative ways, eating less meat, informing others, staying informed yourselves, and shopping at farmers market. Just little things you can do to stop supporting them because they're a very powerful, very, very powerful company. That's everything. Yeah.